We are truly delighted to be given this opportunity to share with you some insights about how, Team Mauritius have been working together, collaborating pathologically to deliver quality and sustainable performance, actually financial performance for the bank, underpinned by a robust risk management, control, and conduct framework. Welcome to Mauritius. I would just want to, amplify what Mark Twain was said, quote unquote, Mauritius was created first and heaven after Mauritius. It tells a story. As I said, there are so many things that I can say about the uniqueness of Mauritius, but I want to stick into that. And that's why I keep telling people, you will not understand what it means, the feel-good factor of Mauritius, until you come to Mauritius. Like the saying says, the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Come and experience Mauritius, and you will know.
Stenchart has been in the market for over 20 years now.
Our business in Mauritius is about connecting our product range with our network and supporting clients using Mauritius IFC to access different parts of the world.
Being part of a global bank eventually becomes part of your DNA. It is unparalleled as an experience.
Access, and when I talk about access within the bank, it was relationships with people. Coming over here, you just suddenly realize that the world is your oyster. Suddenly all the destination markets that we are in, or present footprint markets actually we are present in, you can access them from here. So there's so many people you're interacting with. And I think that flair of relationship and managing various stakeholders from jurisdictions that is not only, in Africa or Asia, but Europe and America is a very interesting melting point for me to realize that, you're having those discussions with very many people.
I think Stenchart has been doing fairly well in being in the forefront and trying to provide the most sophisticated products to our clients.
You come to work every day, you're living on a small island that can be seen as being small and far from everything else. But yet, the minute you step into the office, you're connected to the world, you're connected to colleagues everywhere in the world. That creates an opportunity to gather experience, to gather knowledge that you do not necessarily have in the country. You gather the expertise from these jurisdictions that are potentially more experienced and more complex than the country. So all of these aspects create opportunities as an individual sitting here in country but being exposed to that wider knowledge, wider experience, wider connection.
It's what we've done for our people, because mind you, the experience has shown me that the lasting impact, the lasting effect is the impact that we have on people. And the fact that we've been able to set Standard Chartered Mauritius as a breeding ground for talent export into group have been a fantastic achievement for the bank in this market.
Standard Chartered believes in generating profit with purpose. And our business in Mauritius is structured around that. Through Mauritius, we have invested into infrastructure in Africa, be it through infrastructure funds or end clients supporting businesses in Africa, as well as helping impact funds change lives of people across Africa. We work very closely with European DFIs to channel capital into Africa.
Actually, I want you to remember three key dates: 2010, 2011, and 2013. 2010 is when the bank was given the go-ahead to adopt a full-fledged corporate and institutional banking model, and with the onshore location of financial markets, of credit origination, and client coverage. The same year, Standard Chartered acquired the Barclays Bank custody business, security services business. That was 2010. In 2011, a Fit for Growth review was conducted, and the bank was given the authority to move into a standard operating model that saw the implementation of transaction banking as a way to increase sort of capacity and proficiency to support complex products and solutions. And in 2013, the bank launched its liquidity management platform to support the regional treasury centers. That was actually the first of its kind in Africa. And still today, we're leading the way in that space. And since then, we kept adding, either solution, either product. That's how we got the FPI license to invest, foreign portfolio investment license, to invest into Indian corporate and sovereign bonds. But also, for instance, we in 2018, in co-arrangement with Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, we delivered a groundbreaking transaction, $800 million loan syndication for MCB, Mauritius Commercial Bank. That was funded by 21 banks across the globe. The same transaction was refinanced by way of $1 billion loan syndication in 2020.
Diversity and inclusion is a very strong pillar for our franchise in Mauritius, but diversity and inclusion cannot be achieved overnight. Over the years, we have taken deliberate action, we have put in deliberate effort in achieving diversity and inclusion by applying a diversity and inclusion lens to the decision-making processes, to the actions that we take in country. For example, we're very proud to have 9 nationalities amongst our staff here. We have a very balanced representation at EXCO level. In fact, we have over 33% of female representation at EXCO. Last but not least, we have taken deliberate action to create opportunities for training, reskilling, coaching for staff across the board with a diversity lens in mind as well. Today, diversity and inclusion is non-negotiable.
I mean that from a thought leadership perspective. The engagements I've seen or been exposed to so far are where we're called upon to give our views, and some of them that come to mind are our views around sustainability. We actually had the debt capital markets team come in here and have thought leadership sessions with the banking industry and our regulator, and I think that session went very well actually, and it shows the openness to want to do more commerce between partners and banking institutions. When I think about thought leadership, I think about also when we're called upon to give our views on the foreign exchange market or the financial markets broadly. Over and above that, a number of us sit on various forums which are determining the direction and how this jurisdiction moves forward to be beyond what it currently is. And I think what also excites me is the commitment towards sustainability. And if I recall, or what I'm told is Jose was here and a framework was signed. So those are building blocks that take us towards the right direction, which is essentially resetting globalization, starting from Mauritius, creating a touch point for us to access Africa and to access Asia. And being a leader and pioneer in that then is a good thing. It sets us apart, right? So I think that's been an exciting journey as well for me.
Recently we have given something quite unique, and it's a USP of StanChart in the market. So XACH, sorry, it's a technical word, but cross-border transfer using the network of StanChart and the connectivity. Because we have our network, so ultimately we are leveraging on something called cross-border automated clearinghouse. So ultimately this is an offering to the clients. What it entails, the client still makes a payment to their suppliers and to their different beneficiaries, but ultimately those payments happen just like you are paying in the local market. The cost is low, and the payment goes swiftly. So this is what we are trying to do.
We do believe that our business is driving commerce and prosperity for our unique diversity. Today, 20 years later, we have a full wholesale banking offering supporting our clients investing across India and Africa. We do believe that our business is driving commerce and prosperity for our unique diversity.
Welcome to Mauritius.